Welcome to the Independence Intergalactic Speedway, where you'll have to set your strategy and control your speed.
Hello everybody, I'm the Oregon Diecast Guy. This is Delightful Damien. This is our little pal Nanu Nanu, and we'd like to welcome you to Oregon Diecast Racing. Alright folks, I'd like to thank you all for joining us for Sizzling Sunday. Today's our Monopoly Money Race. I opened up a 10-pack of Monopoly cards that I received on Monday mail call. We have one missing here, and that's because Bad Dad chose the car that had a rolling problem. Alright, so the aliens took him down to the mothership garage, and they did a little work on his wheels. I think they had to atomically fuse his axle to his chassis. So we'll see how that fusion worked. We also had a development going on down in the Land of the Lost. We had some campers get back behind this wall, and they took their Land Cruiser back there, folks, and decided that they were going to camp, and wound up getting in trouble. The lizards came out. There's a big old anaconda coming out from around the sign back here that says, "Go back, beware." They ignored all of the warning signs, and now they're trying to get over the wall. Nobody can hear them over here. Everybody's paying attention to what's going on in the foreground. So we hope that they get over the wall and make it home safely. Ooh! I just knocked the girl right back into the Land of the Lost. Oh Lord, I hope the dinosaurs don't get her. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the race, guys. Alright, I've got one question for you. Cyborg, where's my theme music? Where's my theme music? Alright, buddy, you're right on cue today. Alright, folks, we've got Bad Dad Hobbies out of the mothership garage. He's joining all the other racers up in the box. Now let's dig in the box and see who's next up in the blocks. Let's go. Mothman Racing, go to jail cruiser. Alright, Mothman, where you at? Right here. Thing? Do your thing. Alright, got Mothman Racing, lane number 3. None of these cars have any tire prep, guys. I'm running them straight from the box, except for Bad Dad. We had to bring Bad Dad. That was a non-roller. Okay, he wasn't rolling, so the aliens took him into the mothership garage, and they did a little something to his car. They fused his axles up in there. So, all right, let's see who driver number 2 is. Look at Delightful Damon, Oregon Diecast Guy fell over. All right, guys, let's go. See who's next up in the blocks. Who's this? Run Hobby RC in the Reading Railroad truck. Alright. Ooh. Uh-oh. Somebody's gonna fall over. Alright. Thing, do your thing.
Look, Leela, I'm sorry.
Alright, folks. We've got Mothman and Moth Boy in the Go to Jail Cruiser, and we've got Run Hobby RC in the Reading Railroad. Alright, let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Woo! Alright, who was that? That was lane number 2. That was Run Hobby RC. Alright, we're gonna get him back up in the blocks and see what he does, folks. Alright, folks, we had Run Hobby get that one with a 1.40 second time to Mothman's 1.43 second time. Man, those cars ran some fast times, cause I remember the times being in the 1.45s to the 1.50s. So shoot, that was pretty fast. Let's see who's next up in the blocks, guys. Let's see who's next up in the blocks. Tell me Run Hobby's gonna be running things. Okay, we've got BDR in the B&O Railroad Suburban. All right, BDR. Railroad against railroad. Thing, do your thing. All right. We've got Run Hobby RC in the Reading Railroad truck going up against BDR in the B&O Railroad Suburban. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Whoa! All right, who got that one? All right, that looks like Run Hobby got that one. 1.49 and 1.49. Run Hobby flashed first, so he got it by 1,000th of a second, guys. Alright, let's get him back up in the blocks and see what he does, folks. Alright, folks, we have Run Hobby back up in the blocks. Let's dig in the box and see who the next opponent is. Let's go. Okay, ODR in the Chance Corvair. Alright, we've got Delightful Damien driving for ODR today. Slingshot's in the passenger seat. He knows Delightful Damien don't like to lose, so let's go. Thing, do your thing. Alright. Alright, folks. We've got Run Hobby RC in the Reading Railroad going up against ODR in the Chance Corvair. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Oh, shucks. We had Run Hobby, or no. That was Delightful Dame and Slingshot in the Chance Corvair. Alright. 1.52 second time to 1.50. Alright, let's get Delightful Damien back up in the block. See what she does, folks. I told you she don't like to lose. She does not like to lose, Jack. Alright. Alright, folks. We've got Delightful Damien and Slingshot back up in the blocks. Let's dig in the box, see who the next opponent is. Let's see who. I thought Run Hobby was gonna run that in that heavy truck. That truck is heavy, guys. Alright, we've got Bad Dad in the Illinois Ave 55 Chevy. Alright, Bad Dad, let's see what you have for old Delightful Damien and Slingshot. Now I hope those aliens didn't put any space juice on these tires here. So let's see what Bad Dad does, guys. Thing, do your thing. All right, folks. We've got Delightful Damien Slingshot, lane number 3, in the Chance Mobile Corvair, and we've got Bad Dad Hobbies in the 55 Chevy. All right, folks. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Dad almost made it over the top. Bad Dad got it. Let's see what the score is. Ooh, 1.50 second time to a 1.51. 100ths of a second. Alright, Bad Dad. Looks like that fix that the aliens did on your whip worked. Let's get him back up in the blocks and see what he does, folks. Alright, folks, we've got Bad Dad back up in the blocks. Let's dig in the box, see who his next opponent is. Let's go. Uh-oh. Who is this? Alright, we've got Rancid Cactus in the Waterworks truck. Alright. Sing, do your thing. Alright, folks, we've got Bad Dad Hobbies, lane number 3 in the 55 Chevy, going up against Rancid Cactus in the Waterworks truck. So let's see what he does. Let's see what he does, folks. Uh-oh. Something just fell. Oh, all right. Wow, Why did he knock over the dinosaur? You're gonna have to catch that on film. That was a fast time. Ooh, man. Bad Dad got that by the skin of his teeth, guys. 1.48 second time to 1.49. Alright, let's get Bad Dad back up in the blocks and see what he does. Look at old Rancid Cactus. He was the only one that made it into the land of the lost so far. Look at this dinosaur here. He's got his eye on him. Rancid Cactus, don't make any sudden moves, buddy. We'll get Buzz Lightyear to get his hovercraft down there to pick you up. Alright folks, we've got Bad Dad Hobbies back up in the blocks. Let's dig in the box, see who his next opponent is. Uh-oh, Bad Dad's starting to run the table here. Bad Dad's starting to run the table here. Uh-oh. It's going up against my brother, Jammin' Motor King in the 1933 Willis 77 Gasser. Alright, Jammin' Motor King, let's see what you got for old Bad Dad. Thing, do your thing. Alright, folks. Alright, we've got Bad Dad Hobbies lane number 3 in the 55 Chevy. We've got the Jammin' Motor King in the 33 Willis. Let's see what he does, folks. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Oh, Bad Dad made it on his wheels in the land of the lost. Alright, he got that one with a 1.49 second time to a 1.54. Oh shucks, Bad Dad is running the table, guys. We only have 3 more drivers. Let's see if anybody can put him down. Alright folks, we've got Bad Dad Hobbies back up in the blocks. Let's dig in the box, see who his next opponent is. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, we've got Grateful Sam and the Luxury Tax Viper. Alright, Grateful Sam, let's see what you got for old Bad Dad. Thing, do your thing. Alright folks, got Bad Dad Hobbies lane number 3 in the Illinois Ave 55 Gasser, going up against Grateful Sam in the Luxury Tax Viper. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does, folks. Bad Dad again. Dang, he's getting faster. He almost jumped over the wall that time and landed on his wheels. 1.50 second time to a 1.55. Alright folks, let's get Bad Dad. Let's get Bad Dad back up in the blocks and see what he does. Man, he jumped right over that Baronosaurus right there. Alright. Alright folks, we got Bad Dad Hobbies back up in the blocks. Let's dig in the box and see who his next opponent is. We've got Vinsane in the Corvette, the Pasco Corvette, collect $200. And we've got Henry Stanislawski in the Electric Company van. Let's see who's up next, folks. Let's hope one of these guys has the answer for old Bad Dad. Alright, we've got Vinsane in the Pasco collect $200 Corvette. Let's go, Vinsane. Let's see what you got for old Bad Dad. Thing, do your thing. Alright folks, we've got Bad Dad Hobbies, lane number 3 in the 55 Chevy, going up against Vinsane in the Membrane in the Pasco collect $200 Corvette. Let's see if he can collect $200 for passing Bad Dad Hobbies. Let's go. Oh Lord, have mercy. Bad Dad almost jumped over the thing again with a solid 1.50 second time. Alright, he keeps running these 1.50s to 1.60 in that vet. Man, I thought the vet was going to get him. Alright, let's get old Bad Dad back up in the blocks and see what he does, folks. Alright folks, we have Bad Dad Hobbies back up in the blocks. We only have one more racer left. That's Henry Stanislawski in the Electric Company van. Let's see what he has for old Bad Dad, folks. Let's see what he has. Thing? Do your thing. Alright. Lane number 3, Bad Dad Hobbies in the Illinois Ave 55 Chevy. Going up against Henry Stanislawski in the Electric Company van. Let's see what he does, folks. Let's see what he does. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Bad Dad got him. You know what? I don't know what is going on down towards the bottom of this track here. But Bad Dad seems to be losing before he gets to a certain point, and then he just hits the... I think he's got some nitrous or something in there. Those aliens did something to that 55 Chevy, guys. I don't know what it is. But we're going to have to inspect it, make sure there's nothing on those wheels. Anyway, Bad Dad got that one with a 1.52 second time to a 1.55. Alright, folks. That's your champ right there. Bad Dad Hobbies, he's the fastest out of the Monopoly money cars. So let's get him up in the blocks and get that winner's music going, guys. Alright guys, the race officials want Bad Dad Hobbies car inspected to make sure there's no space juice on his wheels. So we're gonna go ahead and just make sure that his axles were fused. They're doing an inspection because Bad Dad was too fast for him. Alright. As you can see, there's no weight, no graphite, anything in this car. Just a little dab there and a little dab there because these front wheels popped up out of there. So, alright. Bad Dad's vehicle passed inspection. We're going to go ahead and put them back together. And get our winner's music going, guys. Alright folks, Bad Dad Hobbies passed the inspection. There was no graphite or space juice on his wheels. So we're gonna have Thing transport him over to the winner's circle nice and slow. So you guys get a good look at this. Monopoly Illinois Ave 55 Chevy. Oh shucks. Alright. Cyborg, you're slipping. Where's our winner's music? Where's our winner's music? Alright, here we go. Now we can transport him up to the winner's circle. Nice and slow. Alright guys, winner of Sizzling Sundays Monopoly Money Race, Bad Dad Hobbies in that slick Illinois Ave 55 Chevy. Let's go. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you don't. Ups and downs, it's just how it goes. Alright guys, there's your winner. We got Bad Dad Hobbies taking the cake once again, folks. He is a regular up here in this winner's circle. So let's get a good shot of Bad Dad. Come on, Bad Dad, let's see the front of that 55 Chevy. Alright. Alright, folks, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do, because you'll be helping this old man out. And I want to thank you for joining us on Sizzling Sunday. This was an awesome Monopoly Money Race. Stay tuned for Mel Call Monday. We'll be shooting tomorrow. And shucks, I'll see you then. I'm the Oregon Diecast guy, and I'm signing out for Oregon Diecast Racing. Peace, guys.
Many thanks, Nano.